So here I have one book which is yours, and I would like to know from you that what is in this book, and I want to know more about it.
Absolutely. So I've recently published this book. The objective is to help SMBs avoid $100,000 mistakes and bulletproof their software investment. So over the last 8 to 9 years, as I've been working with many small and mid-sized businesses and the business owners, what I realized is that there's a significant lack of knowledge and information and insights among the business owners into how to buy the right kind of softwares for their own business. And I've seen business owners make a lot of mistakes as part of buying their software. So for example, business owners, they buy software because their friend told them, their friend found out some software and maybe that worked for the friend, and for that reason the business owners will buy it. So that's not the right reason.
So can you tell us about 3 mistakes that mostly business owners does?
Yeah, sure. The biggest 3 mistakes that business owners do when thinking of software for their own businesses are these, in my opinion. So the first biggest mistake is that thinking of software as a expense. So that is not the right mindset, and the right mindset to have is to think of software as a investment. Now why? Because software, the nature of software is that it will, if you spend 100 rupees on software, it will help you get many-fold return on investment of spending. If you spend 100 rupees, it can help you get 300 rupees or 500 rupees or 1000 rupees back. And the software helps in streamlining the business operations, which improves the efficiency, productivity, and the scalability and the decision making of the business. So this mindset of just treating software as an expense is what often holds business owners back. The second is, software is a tool that helps you digitize and automate and increase efficiency. Now, trying to do it prematurely, when in the business the basic processes are not defined, and trying to implement the software for that doesn't get you the right results. So for example, in a business wants to implement email marketing software. Now, if the process of sending the emails, like what is the content of the emails, to whom are we sending those emails, what is the purpose of those emails, unless that has been validated manually, the email marketing software will not help you get the right results. Software is a way to amplify things. So any kind of automation technology which just helps amplify the things. So if your process itself is not in place, then the software will amplify something that is broken, and it will just make it more broken. So for example, if you do email marketing without having validated the content and the audience, it can lead to a problem of spam, where you can be blocked and your audience may just think of you as spam. So the third biggest thing is, I feel this, a lot of the owners I deal with, they want to do things in a rush. So they're in a rush because they feel that they are behind of the curve, that they are late to the digitization cycle and the software cycle, and because of that they're in a rush, and they have this mindset of trying to do too much in one go. Now that leads to a problem of indigestion. So for example, if you go to an all you can eat buffet, right? Now if you have too much food in that all you can eat buffet, after some time you will have stomach ache and you'll have problems. So that is the kind of indigestion problem that happens. So what I suggest is, try to do things one step at a time and in a very deliberate way.
How Orgzit are able to help them in a better way?
Absolutely. So let me share the story of Carolyn. So Carolyn is one of our customers. She's been working with us for about 5 years now, and Carolyn runs a HVAC solutions business out of Florida in the USA. And before Carolyn started working with us, she was using a So she still uses a software for accounting, and which is the NetSuite software. But she didn't have any kind of solution in place for her customer facing needs, like tracking the opportunities that she gets and tracking the they make Carolyn's teams makes a lot of quotes. So every team member on average makes more than 20 quotes a week, and they do not have any kind of system in place for making quotes. So before they started working with us, Carolyn's team was making quotes in Excel files, and it was very cluttered because everybody was making quotes in a different way. There were lots of pricing errors because the pricing was not coming from a standardized database. So there were a lot of pricing errors, and often the quotes deadlines were missed because there was not an easy way to track when a quote is due, and so those things were missed. So what we helped Carolyn with was a bid management solution where her team can track all the bids that are due from the team and generate the quotes, and then track make revisions on those quotes, and then track the success on those quotes. What also helped them is before Carolyn started working with us, if they lost a deal, they had no idea. They were not able to track what was the reason why they lost the deal, and because of that they were missing out on a lot of the learning opportunity, which can help them improve as an organization. We gave them a solution where even if a deal is lost, they track, and this is a control system where the software has a control in place, has a check in place, where a salesperson cannot make a deal as lost until they also enter a loss reason, where they enter why the deal was lost. And this, over the last 4-5 years, this whole database of why deals have been lost has become a huge source of learning, because of which Carolyn and a business have been able to evolve as a team. And thanks to Orgzit, with the help of Orgzit, Carolyn has been able to so she started this new business in Florida, and in just about 5 years she has grown to become the number 3 provider of HVAC solutions in Florida in her category, and this is a very proud achievement for her.
So just like the Carolyn was facing these kind of struggles, I'm sure other business owners also facing. Can you share a few more examples of real life case studies?
Yeah, different businesses and different situations, different owners, they face different challenges. Let me share with you the story of one of my other customers, Girish Katpalia. So Girish is the CTO of a mid-size agri-tech company in India called Origo Commodities, and Girish was in the process of launching a new business vertical called procurement finance. And this was a very promising business. They did some trials, and they got very good results from the market. But he knew that to scale up the business and to launch it in a way that that will be meaningful and profitable for the organization, he would need a software system, a software application to track the whole business data and to track all the trades on which this financing activity would be done. So Girish went out in the market, and he found a IT consulting company that with the objective of developing a custom software solution for this Profin business. And Girish spent about a year in trying to do this, but even after spending a whole year and spending more than 25 lakh rupees and approximately $30,000, they did not have any application in place. They only had a requirement document and a working document. So after having spent this 1 year and a significant amount of money, Girish met with me, and I suggested to him to take a more agile approach. And we did a pilot with Orgzit, and in that pilot, within 3 months, Girish was able to get an application into the field, into the hands of the users, and they were able to launch a full-fledged application in another 3 months.